Hammers Walk Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Where Hammers Walk. Today I've got with me, hopefully not drunk from the weekend's wedding, Sam.
No, just about recovered.
Oh, good. That video I saw today, mate. It looked like you had a great time.
Yeah, no, it was very, very good wedding. Had a bit of a nervous moment doing the speech, but no, it all went well. All went very well.
All I can say is congratulations to Ben and the wife, Mrs. Ben.
Mrs. Ben.
Mrs. Ben now. Married, mate. It's only Ben. It's Mr. Ben and Mrs. Ben. So congratulations to them both, and well done for tying the knot.
Alicia, by the way.
I know it's Alicia. I know it's Alicia,
right.
but it's Mr. Ben.
I thought you might have forgotten that's why you just went Mrs. Ben.
Nah, it's right. It's all good. I remember.
I can't remember. No, just say Mrs. Ben.
No, I could have said Nigel Ben instead. So
Nigel
at least
Ben.
I didn't say that. But right, let's get back to West Ham, eh? And lineups, mate. Exactly the same lineup. What did you think of that?
Yeah, no, it was alright. After a 4-0 win over Wolves, you can't exactly change it, can you? So, no, I think the lineup was probably fine. Maybe Wan-Bissaka instead of Walker-Peters, but to be fair, he had a decent game against Wolves, so I see why he stayed in there. And to be fair, we had chances throughout the whole game. It was just Henderson in goal for Palace.
Yeah. I was listening to it because I was at work, but it did seem quite a boring game. Not much really happened for both sides, you know.
Yeah.
What it seemed like, we was on top in the first, they were on top in the second, so it was
I
more
wouldn't
like
say that, really. I think we started off, I mean, we were definitely on top of the first half. We were on top for start of the second half. It was only for the last 10-15 minutes when we started sitting back more, you know, just going, right, we can't get a win, we'll take a draw. We're not going away with 0 points. But some people say it's boring, but I don't think it was boring. It was okay, but it's just because there's no goals. If there was a goal, then it'd be more exciting.
No, I understand that. Like, I've heard that that Nuno played for it and this, that and the other, like, they should be ashamed of themselves. Look, we're matching Spurs' results at the moment. I'll take the point. We didn't lose it, you know. Yeah, we would all love the win. We'd all love that little gap between us and Spurs, but, you know, it's a point at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We're still 2 points clear. We're the ones in the driving seat still, you know. I don't get the negativity. I really don't get the negativity around the team. I've heard that at least 5-6 players didn't play really well. Look, we all have a bad game once in a while. Like, you know what I mean? Just because we didn't score or didn't win, but we still got a point.
Yeah.
I'd understand if we got thrashed.
Yeah.
But the negativity doesn't need to happen.
No.
They really don't.
Exactly, it doesn't. I think people were just so negative because, like, they're going, this is a big chance for a win, and get 4 points clear of Spurs and more or less send them down. So it's more disappointment than, like, really bad. It's just disappointing that we couldn't get the win, but at the end of the day, Palace are a good side. They won for Cup last year. They're in for Conference League semis. They're a good side. A draw away at Selhurst Park. It's alright. The only negative for me is that my score prediction was miles off. Because I was nowhere near 5-4.
I can't remember mine, to be honest, mate.
I think you went 3-1. No, you went 3-2, yeah. Yeah, you went 3-2, Bill went 3-1.
I was closest for a draw, but just remember we couldn't use the score predictions because your camera seemed to have disappeared on the last pod, so we had to cut it a little bit short.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So we got away with one this week. But no, it's just a little bit disappointing. But I'll take it. It's a point. Like, I didn't watch the game, but again, I was listening to it, and it seemed like the pressure was there. Like, but it was like a stalemate against. It's like the Bournemouth game. You know, I did watch that one. I watched that at the stadium, but that's how it sounded on the radio. You know what I mean? It just seemed like it was a midfield battle. It wasn't a striker battle. You know.
At the end of the day, West Ham had the better chances. Overall, we had better chances. I know Palace scored, but it was easily handball. I was never worried about it. It was always going to be a handball. But apart from that one, West Ham had all the chances. Except for Palace, one shot right at the very start of the game. They had nothing.
Yeah.
So,
but we'll move on and we'll go to who's next? Everton. We'll go to Everton next, and people are saying that's a big game because they're a bigger club, they're playing well, and stuff like that, and they've just won against Liverpool.
I don't like what you just said.
No, I don't like what I just said, but this is what people have been saying.
I don't like what you just said. Everton, a bigger club. No, my son. No. You're meant to be a West Ham fan. West Ham's the biggest club. We're massive.
I don't believe it. I'm just saying what people have been saying. That is all. I don't shoot the messenger. Yeah?
I've not heard of it. I've not heard of anyone say that.
Have you not?
Who are you talking to?
Are you been going around with your fingers in your ears?
Well, yeah, when it comes to West Ham, most of the time I do.
But I think we'll because when we have a game like we've just had, we always come back and we give everything again. You know what I mean? And we step up again, and then once we step up, we get up them points. So even if Spurs draw again, they don't get their win in 17 games. If they lose the next one and draw it, like we will. I think we are in the driving seat. You know, okay, Palace and Leeds won. We need to sort of keep in contact with them more than Spurs. But us as fans, we're not going to have our own way. You know, fate will dictate what happens. And unfortunately, if that means we lose, we lose. Like, I'll still be here cheering on the club. I'll still be here cheering on the players. I won't be here next week going, this person was crap. F this, F that. I don't like West Ham. I might as well not support West Ham if I do that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So to me, I reckon we'll nudge it, mate. To be honest, and I'm going to go for my score prediction early as a 2-1.
Yeah, maybe I can see that. One thing I would say, West Ham is at home, so obviously Everton's got good old David Moyes. Everton's on decent-ish form for chasing for Europe, just about. So, I don't know, it could be tough. Maybe, I think a draw won't be bad again. A draw will be decent for us. But one thing for certain, we're going to definitely give it a go. As long as we give it a go, I'm happy. But I reckon it'd be a 1-0 win West Ham.
Ooh.
I'm going for another clean sheet for Hermansen. Hermansen's racking up those clean sheets now.
Mate, we're only 10 minutes in and we've done score predictions.
Hey, that's good because there's interesting big news today, isn't it?
I think so. Didn't someone leave the club? And it's not a player and it's not Nuno.
No.
You know who that person was, mate?
Oh, yeah. I got it straight away on my phone. A break during my baked beans and hash brown.
Look, I went for an X-ray this morning at about 10, half 10,
At
and
the
it was
end,
even on the NHS bloody TV, mate, at the bottom,
yeah.
the little newsreel.
At
Oh,
the end of the
Baroness
day,
Karen Brady has left the club.
yeah, Karen Brady got the firing finger instead of candidates.
Oh, I don't, mate. She left. She left the club.
Left.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
She
I don't know.
resigned.
Yeah. Yeah. The coward's way out.
Yeah.
But
But then,
no,
to
it's
be honest, it said that she's going back to doing Parliament stuff, going
yeah,
back on The Apprentice. Like,
yeah. She wants to
look,
focus on
you're
other
going to
things.
yeah. But then, Alan Sugar's Spurs, he needed to sort of get some sort of winning thing around him. She's not a winner, but she's West Ham, so, well,
Yeah,
was West Ham, so,
that'd be
to be
interesting if
honest,
they still have that rivalry in the Apprentice now.
mm,
Because that is the one bit I do like to watch on The Apprentice when they start fighting over Spurs from West Ham.
yeah. Well, they ain't going to have that for next season if Spurs go down, so there'll be a
No,
few jibs from her, though, but you're
that
right.
could be interesting, couldn't it? If Sugar goes,
Yeah.
the fact you can't win, and then Brady could be like, well, they're a second tier just like Spurs.
um,
But
But
yeah,
yes,
it's interesting news.
I think she just got to stick with what she's good at, and that's not running a football club. She's
Mm.
taking us up there to then drop and sell this and sell that, and then like they were making her out to be this great person
Yeah,
on the news and everything because she's made us 17th in the highest sort of football world, and you sold our
don't get
old
me wrong.
stadium
Don't get me
and
wrong.
stuff like that.
I'm not totally against them, as you know. Right, I'm not like completely blah blah blah.
You're sort of on the fence, mate.
Yeah, no, I've always thought. I think originally they done a good job, but it is in for recent years. I think they've stayed too long. Sullivan and Brady, they've just stayed too long. If they left more or less as soon as West Ham moved into the London Stadium, I think they would have had a decent reign, and that would have been it.
Maybe,
But now they've
maybe a
stayed
couple of
too
years
long.
after.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
couple of
maybe a
years
couple of
after.
years after. But even if they left after winning the Europa, I'd be happy with that
Yeah,
because leave and a legacy. Like Moyes should have. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
exactly.
I think that for the last 3-4 years after the Europe win, they've pretty much bled us dry, mate. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So
Yeah, after
um,
the Europa win on, I think that's the biggest concern is how we won that Europa win. We got all that money from Declan Rice, and it just seems to have been wasted non-stop on players like Skamaka, Will Prowse, Kilman. Don't start me on Kilman. I mean, if you saw Chris
sir,
last week,
I've got something to say, sir. Most of that didn't go on players, mate. You know that.
no,
It went on
so,
backroom staff
yeah, I love it on
because
backroom staff as well. Yeah, but
the
that's what I mean.
balls.
We've
That's
wasted
what
a
it
lot.
was.
We've wasted a lot in the last year or two, and that's where their legacy's just gone
Yeah,
like an aeroplane.
mate. It's dropped off a cliff
Yeah,
like a
that's a
cliff
better
diver,
description.
mate. It's dropped. It's
I
dropped off a
can't fill
cliff
up the
like a cliff
description.
diver. Because once he's in that water, he's still going down, mate. He's still
Yeah,
going down.
but
So, mate,
what's interesting
yeah,
even more though, apparently rumours are coming out. I don't know how true it is, but apparently her final act as West Ham is to see a deal between is to see for negotiations basically with Kretinsky to get a certain amount of shares. I think it's about 15%, something like that, of Gold's family, which will then bring Kretinsky level with Sullivan. So is it
if he's,
starting
I
to be
think
now
if he's going to
Kretinsky
buy
being?
it, I think if he's going to go buy it, he's going to buy it a lot, mate. Because something's happening in the back room. That's what I think. And
Yeah,
then
something's
once he's
definitely happening.
co-owner, once he's the main owner, he holds all the cards, and then
Yeah,
that's when things are going to start rolling, and heads will start rolling,
yeah,
and he'll get people in who wants to do the job and make a success of us. So you know what I mean? I don't think he'll just be like, I'll buy a couple and I'll be just the same as him. I think he's out and out going out for it, mate,
I
and
think
he'll
that.
be the new owner.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen though. Quintiski's got buying a certain amount of shares of gold, right, to make it level with Sullivan. Now, I think now Brady's gone, Sullivan's going to start selling something. He's going to sell a few to Kretinsky, and then that's when he gets. Even if he sells 5% Sullivan to Kretinsky, right, with that gold shares, he'd be in charge. Sullivan will still have a decent amount of set stake
Shares.
in West Ham says, yeah, he will still have a decent amount to just make money off it. So yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
ideal for Southern, be ideal for Kretinsky, and it'd be ideal for West Ham.
See, I think Kontinsky knows someone who wants to come in with him, and I think this is where it's sort of going to go. So I don't think Sullivan's going to be there by the start of next season, mate. I really don't.
Yeah, I think things are
I've
starting
said
to
it
come.
from probably halfway through this season. I do not think any of the old balls is going to be there for the start of next season.
I don't know if it'll be that soon, but it's definitely, for Wales are definitely starting to move now. Things are definitely
Mate,
happening in motion.
well, we've had one wheel come off. We've just got another three to come off, and it's a whole new car. You know
Well,
what I mean?
or
So
it could be just one more wheel off, and we go a motorbike.
just cut the fucking thing in half.
Yeah. Why bother with a car and have four wheels when you can have a motorbike and have two wheels?
And we through the traffic.
You
I
know,
love it. I like
half a
it.
job, mate. Half a job. Make your job easier.
No, no, we don't want half a job. We want the full job doing. That's what's the problem. We've only got half a job right now. We need the other two we're fixing.
No, well, make the job easier, then. It'll make the job easier to just have two wheels instead of four. I mean, it could be worse. It could be a truck and have eight.
Well, it was a try because you got Kontinsky, you got Sullivan, and you got Brady. But now one of them's gone. It's only a
Yeah.
motorbike.
Brady
But
never
you
owned
got-
any of it, though. I don't think she ever owned any of
No,
it. She
mate,
just
she
worked
didn't.
for
I
him.
don't think she did. But you know, it's still that main person there to
Yeah.
control things.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's all changing now, mate. It's all changing.
I mean,
So
to be honest, even old oh, Terry Brown still owns a part of West Ham.
mm,
I can't remember how much.
so
I think it's only like 5%, but yeah, I know he
exactly.
still owns a bit.
Well, you know, once that kind of the wheels start turning, he might make some money off these 5%.
Yeah, why not?
You
I
know,
think though
he,
he's just got it for the love of West Ham, really. You
so
know.
Coventry still title, Leicester relegated from Championship. Just come up on Sky Sports. So, but didn't we relegate Wolves last weekend by getting our point?
Yeah, well, not last weekend,
Yeah.
yesterday, but yeah. Well, Monday's not a weekend, but yeah, Wolves definitely down. So that's one team less to. Yeah, it could be an advantage, you
Worry
know,
about.
because Wolves have still got Spurs to play, and Forest to play, I think. So now for Wolves
I
don't
can
need
have a
to
look at
worry
that one.
about it. They can just go out and play.
Yeah.
That might be harder for Spurs now for Wolves. Got no worries.
Well, hopefully, mate. Hopefully. Um, but yeah, no, I've said everything I wanted to. Have you got anything to add on anything, mate?
No, by message from Bev. Come on, you Etons.
You Iton, them Iton.
Etons. Was she mentioning your specimen, by the way, yesterday?
What? Was I missing my specimen? I did miss
Yeah.
my specimen, mate.
Yeah, he
I
didn't
think
come
I
on,
could have
did he?
really fitted in. Nah,
Yeah.
specimen didn't come on at all, mate. At all. Didn't think nothing. But I wouldn't have seen him anyway. I was listening on a radio, so.
All right. Well, did you miss listening to your specimen?
I missed it. I missed my specimen. But yeah, if that's everything, mate, there's only one
Yeah.
thing left to say. Come on, you Irons.
Come on, Jans.
We're Hammers Walk Podcast!